Did you know there are many organizations that help to protect our huge home?
Really? I didn't know that. What are a few?
Look here.
That's really interesting. What type of stuff do they do?
Well, I have a friend who works at Limpets, so let's go talk to her.
Awesome. I have so many questions to ask. What was the goal of lipids?
There's an education goal and a science goal for limpets. And our science goals are really to better understand how the beaches and how the rocky intertidal areas in California are doing. So we can't really protect what we don't know about. So this information really helps us to understand the changes better. And then the people who are in California that work on ocean conservation can use that data to make laws that help to protect our coastal areas.
How does the data gather help?
Well, it's helped the National Marine Sanctuary System because we use the data to help understand what's changing in our sanctuaries, both at the beaches and the rocky intertidal areas. So, for example, if there's a big problem like a sea star mortality event, which is actually happening right now, or if there's a big sewage spill on a beach, it's impossible to know how those things actually change the system if we don't know it's there before. So that's one way we use the information. The other is just to track changes over time, over the long term. Because again, we have to know what's normal in a system, and then if there's a change, we can identify those as something that doesn't really seem normal. And so the information that the students collect help us to really understand the way our environment changes, and if it seems normal or if it's not normal at all, and if it's reason for us to be concerned.
Why sand crabs?
Sand crabs are the most important and abundant herbivore on the beach. And if anything were to happen to the sand crabs, then pretty much all the other things that are connected to those sand crabs in the ecosystem will be impacted. So the birds and the fish, other organisms that live in the sand. And so they are really critical to the health of the environment, and understanding how the sand crabs change and why they're changing in terms of their numbers from year to year is really important to know how better to protect the ecosystem as a whole.
Well, it's a very long process that starts with me.
Wow, that's amazing. I didn't know you had such an important job in the food chain.